A lovely view. Eastbourne. Just entering onto the downs. And there's a strange sign there today. Cyclists, caution cyclists. Where are they? The roads are entirely empty. Oh no, there's a car. So here I am, deck Cluskey. 4 minutes on the network deck. Up the Sussex Downs again. I always advise people to get fit by running and jogging and walking like I do. And they say that talking while you're walking is the most fantastic exercise, and that's what I'm doing. So, are you going to share this with your friends? The advice I'm giving now will be astonishing. Share with your friends, because in the next few weeks we're going to have a fantastic, not a contest as such, but a lucky draw for people who actually share this with their friends. The more people you share it with, more chances you have for winning our lucky draw. And you will not believe what the prize is. So, deck Cluskey, 4 minutes on the network deck. Makehits.com. Send me an email, deck@makehits, or better still, share and comment down below. Don't forget that wonderful prize coming up. A bit different this week. I generally concentrate on music makers, success in music. This week, one of the members, actually, a recent member, and yes, he's a songwriter, but he's more involved in comedy. And he wrote to me an email saying, "Jack, I have regular work as a comic." And he goes on about how he can have success with TV companies. In other words, get their attention and get more work, I suppose, and get more exposure. Get on the big time. Live at the Apollo in the UK is huge. I suppose in other countries you've got exactly the same. Comedy is on the up at the moment, big time. So my advice to him, I said, "Chris, you've got to be dangerous. You've got to be innovative. You've got to catch the imagination of the audience. And in that way, you get the word around and they start spreading the word." It's not good enough to say, "I get regular work." My brother uses that word, and I never use it as regards what I do in show business. I always say I perform. And there is a subtle difference. If you're treating it as work, in other words, bringing in some shekels, some money, a few bob each week, the weeks go on the weeks go, and you're just working for a living. That's not what it's all about. You're performing to have huge success. So you have to be innovative, you have to be different, dangerous I call it. Different, so that people go to work tomorrow morning after seeing you and they say, "Gosh, you've got to see this guy Chris. He's absolutely astonishing. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Whoa, so near the edge. Oh, absolutely innovative and different." And then, well, they tell their friends. The friends come next week. If you're in the same venue or a different venue locally, which is usually the case, you have more people and more people. Then you start merchandising. You start selling albums, DVDs, very easy to make. If you're a member of the Serious Writers Guild, just talk to me. Call me up and I'll give you all the SP. SP is a lovely old phrase, that the starting price, you usually call it. The way to do it, in other words, to make money. And then, if you have queues down the road to see you, and you've got huge fan base and database, which you should be getting if you're merchandising, you've got somebody on the merchandising table, they're saying, "Can I have your email please for our database?" And they'll give it to you, especially if you ask, say there's a free prize involved, that sort of thing, as you'll hear me do. You get bigger audiences, and then the big people notice you. That's where the TV companies come in. There's a buzz going. You got to go down to see this guy Chris. He's absolutely astonishing. There's queues down the street. You can't get in. Standing room only. Unbelievable. Where is he appearing next? The TV people come down to see you, they're absolutely knocked sideways. Do you think that will bring you success, Chris? I think that's the way to do it. Just working regularly. No, that's not what it's all about. So this is Deck up in the Eastbourne Downs, Sussex Downs. I always show you where I am. Lovely. This is quite a big hill. Goes up into the dark. You should be able to see a bit of Eastbourne behind me. Deck, 4 minutes on the net with Deck. Don't forget, got a big competition coming up soon. Not a competition, a draw. Drawing out of the hat. So get sharing, send it to your friends. See you next week. Bye.